My, what a surprise. I was told that I would have guessed, but I never in my wildest dreams imagined this crowd. Why, this is like long ago when I was told that a census would be taken and many would be coming to Bethlehem, and now this place is crowded again. Oh, but it's such a delight to have you here. What's that? Oh, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? My name is Malachi. No. I'm not the prophet. No. But I was named after the prophet. You see, Malachi is a common name, just like Benjamin and David and Jacob, Levi, Judah. You know. I tell you, years ago, this place was full just like it is today. Oh, and it's good to have someone in this big place again. You see, this big place, you would call it an inn. I call it home. It was built by my grandfather, Jacob ben Judah. And my grandfather had 10 sons. He needed a big place. My father was the oldest of the 10 sons, and I am the oldest of my father's children. So I inherited this place, and now it's big and mostly empty. We had lots of travelers that would come and go, and we would take care of them, my wife Rachel and I. Well, our inns are a little bit different than your inns. I've heard about your inns, yes. You just take out the little black box and you say, I want a reservation for such and such a room. And you have a private room. You even have your own bathroom. I've heard about this. Some have swimming pools. Some even have exercise rooms. We don't need that. We walk, we lift, we carry. We don't need more exercise. No, thank you. No, none of that. But our inns are different. This big room, empty. Sarah and I would stay in one corner. The other travelers would stay other corners. Beds? No, we had floor. And everyone would just sleep wherever you could. That was our inn. Now, I must tell you that our Bethlehem, back in those days, it's only about 300 people. It's not like the Bethlehem of today. No. And the inn, it was our home. Everything changed when Caesar Augustus said that he decreed that a census be taken, and we were taxed again. It's true what they say. Death and taxes. You can be assured of that. Sometimes we'd rather have death than taxes, more taxes. You know, you understand. I know you know. But when they decreed that we all go back to our hometown, our family's here. Remember, my grandfather had 10 sons. Uncle Jacob would come with his family. My cousin Ezekiel came with his family. And you know how it is with family. They come, and they come, and they come. My house was full. I was packed. All of Bethlehem was packed. Every house was full. And we would have people, some people that no longer had family in Bethlehem. Where would they stay? Oh, stay at the big house. Yes, Malachi, he'll take care of you. Poor Malachi. I had to take care of everybody. I was so full. I couldn't take care of anybody else. And then it happened. Oh, we had just had some of Grandma's good recipe, her stew. Oh, and the family was full, and we were enjoying our time together. But you know what they say about family. After 3 days, you know. Well, one night after that good stew, I can still taste it. Good. Grandma's recipe. Oh, yes. But that night, one night, a young couple came. They knocked. More people, more travelers. I went, and here was a man. He said his name was Joseph. He came from Nazareth. Nazareth? That's 90 miles away. He said, "Sir, do you have any place for us? We've been traveling now for 5, 6 days, I think." I saw his wife. Oh, she was very pregnant. She was not just pregnant, she was very, very, due any moment pregnant. And she looked tired. And Joseph said to me, "Oh, Sir Malachi, I've been told that you might have room for us." I said, "Well, you were told wrong. Sorry. I have no room, no room." He said, "But sir," now Joseph was a big man, strong, big hands. He had big hands. And here was this big, strong man, and he looked at me, and he was begging. He said, "But sir, please." And he motioned to his wife. I looked at her, and just then, I could tell she was in pain. Oh, no. I had to do something. Something had to be done. We can't have a baby born in the street, and I could invite her in the inn, but it was already crowded with people. And who wants to have a lady having her baby in a big room with everybody watching? No, thank you. Who wants to try to get some sleep with a lady that's having her first baby? No, thank you. What was I going to do? I thought, I can't turn him out in the street. I have to do something. Something. It hit me. I had just gotten some new straw. Clean straw. Kind of clean. It was out in the stable. And my relatives' animals had come. They brought their donkeys. They brought all of those animals with them. But I knew where the hay was. I thought, they can stay there. So I said, "Mr. Joseph, I have a place out back. Look at it before you decide." He said, "I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it will be good." But I said, "Maybe you should take a look first." So I took them out back. He led the donkey back there, and I showed him my stable. It was more like a little cave in the hill, and there were animals all over. I said, "But come here. let me show you. And I showed him the corner where the straw was. I had it blocked off so the animals couldn't get into the straw. It was dry, it was clean. They were so tired. Joseph said, "Oh, perfect. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I said, enough. Go, rest. He took his Mary down and put her in the straw. I took the donkey. I shooed the other animals out of there and put them in the pen just outside of the stable. And I said, I'll come back later. I'll check on you. Not to worry. I'll be back. I had to tell Rachel. Rachel likes to know these things. I don't know why. But she had to know that there was going to be a baby. Maybe soon, I don't know. Babies come when they want to. You never know about babies. So I went in, and it was getting late, and the people were starting to pick out their spots where they were going to sleep, and so I'd step over this one and step over that one and go around, and finally I got to Rachel, and I said, "Rachel, you'll never believe it. We have another family." She said, "What have you done? Where did you put him?" I said, "I put him in the stable." She said, "Oh, good. We don't have any more room here." I said, "But Rachel, this lady's going to have a baby, maybe tonight." "What? And you put him in the stable?" I said, "Where was I going to put him? There's no room here." She said, "You know what? The shepherds that delivered the hay the other day left these cloths." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes, they're the wrapping cloths that the shepherds put around the sacrificial lambs to protect them. They left them here when they left the straw. Take them out. I'm sure that they will need them." I said, "What? Wrapping cloths for what?" Rachel said, "They'll know. Malachi, just do as I tell you. They know. Mary at least will know. I don't know about the husband." So I took the wrapping cloths and I saw that Joseph had already placed Mary on the straw and he was stroking her. Mary was covered with sweat. I could tell the pains were stronger. Oh, it was going to be tonight. I don't know much about babies, but I thought it can't be much longer. So I knocked. "Excuse me, Joseph, but my wife Rachel sent these wrapping cloths." Mary said, "Oh, thank you. Oh, God always provides." Okay. So I gave him the cloths and I said, "I'll come back later. I'll check on you. Okay? All right." It was getting dark. People had already started laying down, and so when I went back in, I thought, well, maybe I should just check one more time. So I went back. I just wanted to make sure that the couple was all right. And I listened, and I heard Joseph saying something to Mary. And then I heard a baby. I heard a baby cry. Oh, and then I heard Joseph say, "Mary, it's a boy. Mary, we have a son. Mary, it's Jesus." Jesus. What a good name for a boy. Yes, Jesus means Savior. That would be a good name, but why that name? Oh, I had to tell I had to tell Rachel. Rachel would want to know, so I went back. And as I went back, everybody was laying all over. I had to walk over this body, over that body, all over. Bodies all over. And I got to Rachel. I knew she would be in the corner, so I went over to tell her. And Rachel was asleep. Oh, poor soul, she was so tired. So I crawled under the covers. I was cold that night, it was chilly. And I tried to sleep. I turned that way. And I twisted this way. Floors are hard, not soft. But I could not get Mary and Joseph out of my mind. Oh, would they be all right? Would there be warmth for the baby? Oh, would they be okay there? And I don't know, I was thinking and somehow I went to sleep. Because all of a sudden I woke up and I heard something. Murmurings. Someone talking. Someone who would be up at night. I was fine. Grandma's stew hadn't bothered me. Shouldn't have bothered anybody else. But no, it was coming from outside. I listened. I crawled over the bodies again, trying not to step on anybody. Oh, so many people. And I went out. It was by the stable. There were voices out by the stable. I went out there. There were shepherds. Mangy, dirty shepherds. Have you been around shepherds? You know, shepherds hang around sheep. Do you know what sheep smell like? Shepherds smell like sheep. Or maybe it's sheep that smell like shepherds. I don't know. But it's smelly. What were they doing in my stable? They needed to be out in the fields taking care of their own sheep. What were they doing in my stable? I marched out there. They were bothering my guests. And I saw the old shepherd talking to Joseph. And as I got near, he said something about, something about angels, something about Messiah. And I thought, what? What is he talking about? So I coughed. So they would know I was there. Joseph saw me. And he motioned to me. It's all right, Malachi, come in. It's okay, come in. They're friends. Friends with a shepherd? What kind of man was this Joseph? The people that he hangs around. And then the old shepherd went on, and he was telling Joseph, he said, yes, we were abiding in our fields, keeping watch over our flocks by night, and lo, an angel appeared, and he said, behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. We were terrified. We were scared to death. And the angel said, do not be afraid. For unto you is born this day in the city of David, that's Bethlehem, by the way, a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And he shall save his people from their sins. What a strange greeting. Could it be And Joseph said to them, "Come in. Yes, this is the Christ child." Did he say the Christ child? Oh dear, was I dreaming? This had to be a dream. Nope. I felt that. I wasn't dreaming. The Christ child? Born? No. The prophet Isaiah spoke of the coming of the Messiah. He said, "Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son. They shall call his name Emmanuel." Was that the Messiah? The Messiah was supposed to be a king, a warrior, to deliver his people, not a poor baby. Can you understand my thinking? We've been waiting for a Messiah, a deliverer, a ruler. And here comes a baby. And this baby is the Messiah? Could it be that God's plan was to grow the Messiah with man, with mankind? Oh dear, I was overcome thinking about this, and I saw the shepherds, and they were weeping, and they were beholding this child. And I was overcome, and I knelt down before the child. He was a beautiful child. Yes. Beautiful little child. Could this be the Messiah? Could it truly be that in God's plan, God became a man? We do not understand God's ways. God's ways certainly are not our ways. Oh, the shepherds soon got up, and they greeted and said goodbye to Joseph and to Mary, took one last look at the child and left. And I was left alone. So many questions I had. Joseph said to me, "It is true. God has spoken to us in these days. An angel has spoken to Mary. An angel has spoken to me. Malachi, it's true. God has fulfilled the prophecies. His promises have been completed in this child. Malachi, I don't understand this either, but I believe it." That sincere testimony of Joseph, I thought, he believes. The shepherds say that they saw an angel. Joseph said that Mary saw an angel. Joseph said that an angel spoke to him in a dream as well. I thought, could it be? You know, the days passed, they left, but I was changed. I was never the same Malachi. Years later, I heard about a Jesus. He returned to Bethlehem, and he spoke like no other man had ever spoken before. He spoke of God's love. He spoke of the fulfillment of the prophecies. And I thought, could it be the same Jesus? I believed his words. I believed in him. I heard of his miracles. Oh, and I heard what they did to him. They crucified him on a cross. They buried him. But I also heard that he rose from the dead. And I thought, it has to be the same Messiah. And I've heard of how his followers have performed miracles. Oh, this is a complete mystery to me. How is it? How could it be that the infinite, omnipotent, all-knowing, eternal God of the universe becomes a baby? He joins his creation. The Creator becomes the created. Do you understand that? Am I making sense? I don't make sense to myself either. I don't understand this mystery. How could infinite God become one with man, with finite man? This will remain throughout eternity the most profound miracle, the most profound mystery of this entire universe. Well, if this story brings you hope, please understand that it's only by God's grace that this innkeeper can even tell you this story of Christmas. God's grace. And it gives me hope for the future, knowing that one day I will be with him too. Well, thank you for coming. And thank you for listening to my story of Jesus, the promise, all wrapped up in love. Love of the Father, infant of Mary, born in a manger, not on a throne. Life everlasting, living among us, Jesus the promise, wrapped up in love. Holy Redeemer, mercy incarnate, Song of the ages, hope from above. Word sent from heaven, come down to save us. Lamb that God gave us, wrapped up in love. Alpha, Omega, King of the ages, ancient and newborn, pure as a dove, sacred and timeless, triumphant Savior, fathomless faith, wrapped up in love. Jesus the promise, wrapped up in love. Thank you for listening to my story. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and joy has come to the world.